Patience, a simple word, yet one of the most underestimated powers we possess as human beings. In a world that celebrates speed, instant gratification, and quick results, patience is often seen as a weakness, when in truth, it is one of the greatest strengths a person can develop. Patience is not passive waiting. It is not sitting still, doing nothing while time passes by. True patience is active. It is the ability to endure difficulties, delays, and challenges without losing focus or faith. Think about nature. A seed planted in the soil does not sprout overnight. It takes days, weeks, sometimes months of nurturing before we even see the first green shoot break through the ground. The process is invisible, yet powerful. That is patience at work. The same is true in our lives. Success, healing, love, wisdom, they all require patience. Without it, we give up too early, abandon our efforts, or settle for less than what we deserve. So why do we struggle with patience? Because our culture has trained us to crave the immediate. We tap a screen and food arrives at our door. We scroll endlessly and information floods our minds. We want things now, faster, easier, better. But life does not always work that way. The most meaningful things, relationships, careers, personal growth, cannot be rushed. When we try to force them, we often destroy what could have been beautiful. History is filled with examples of the power of patience. Thomas Edison tested over 1,000 materials before finally inventing the light bulb. Imagine if he had quit after his first 100 failures. Nelson Mandela spent 27 years in prison before seeing freedom and leading his nation toward reconciliation. That was patience, born out of pain, transformed into strength. And even in everyday life, we see it. A parent raising a child, a student mastering a skill, an athlete training for years to achieve one moment of glory. Behind every great achievement lies the quiet strength of patience. Patience changes how we experience life. It gives us peace. Instead of being anxious about what hasn't happened yet, we learn to breathe and trust the process. It sharpens our decisions. When we are patient, we don't rush into mistakes. We act with clarity. It deepens our relationships. Patience allows us to listen, to forgive, to understand others at a level that impatience never could. It strengthens our resilience. Life will always bring delays and obstacles. With patience, these become stepping stones rather than stumbling blocks. Part 5. Cultivating patience. Speaker, so how do we develop patience? Practice mindfulness. When you feel restless, stop, breathe. Notice the present moment instead of fighting it. Shift your perspective. Instead of seeing waiting as wasted time, see it as preparation, growth, or rest. Trust the process. Remember, every season has a purpose. You cannot harvest in spring. You must wait for autumn. Celebrate progress. Even small steps forward are signs that things are moving in the right direction. My friends, patience is not weakness. It is wisdom. It is strength. It is power. The power to wait without giving up. The power to endure without losing hope. The power to trust that in time, what is meant for us will come to us. So the next time you feel restless, remember, a seed does not bloom the day it's planted. Great things take time, and when they arrive, they are worth every moment of patience you invested. The world may be in a hurry, but you don't have to be. Master patience, and you will master yourself. That is the power of patience. The mind is like a lens. If you focus on fear, you'll see obstacles. But if you focus on hope, you'll see possibilities. So, what kind of seeds are you planting in your mind today? If this story inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories that can change your life.